In the previous video, we used git revert to safely undo a pushed commit, but what happens if we later realize that we actually need those changes? We can revert the revert. C3 originally added the style.css file. In day 5, we reverted C3. Git kept C3 in the history and created C4, which removed the effect of C3. That is why style.css is currently missing. Now the team decides that the original styles were actually correct, or they have become necessary again. We want to restore the change without deleting C4 or rewriting the shared history. We could reset our local branch from C4 back to C3, but C4 has already been pushed. The remote would still contain C4, and our histories would no longer match. The safer solution is to revert C4. Since C4 is currently head, we can run git revert head. Git will create another commit containing the opposite changes of C4. Here is the important logic. C3 added style.css. C4 reversed C3, so it removed style.css. C5 will reverse C4. In other words, it undoes the removal, so the file is added again. Before starting, we check git status. Our local branch is synchronized with the remote, and the working tree is clean. We use git log to the current commit is C4, named revert add styles. This is the revert commit that we want to reverse. Now we run git revert head. Git opens an editor with a new revert message. We can keep the default message, add a short explanation if necessary, then save and close the editor. For a simple screen recording, git revert no edit head performs the same operation while accepting git's default commit message. Git creates C5, C3 and C4 both remain visible. Head and local main move forward from C4 to C5, while origin main still points to C4 because we have not pushed yet. Because C5 reverses the removal performed by C4, style.css returns to the working directory. Git created C5 automatically. After the successful revert, the staging area has no pending changes and the working directory matches the new commit. We verify the result with git log. C5 appears above C4 and C3, so every decision remains recorded. The file list shows that style.css has returned, and git status shows that local main is now one commit ahead of the remote. We push C5 normally with git push origin main. Since C5 extends the existing history, no force push is required. Other developers can pull normally. They receive C5, and the restored change appears without deleting or replacing any commit they already had. Reset would move our local branch backwards and create a difference from the shared remote history. Reverting C4 creates C5, preserves every commit, and moves the project forward safely. In this simple example, C5 cleanly restores the original file. In a real project, later commits may have changed the same lines. Reverting C4 may therefore cause a conflict or produce a result that is not identical to the old C3 state. If Git reports a conflict, resolve the affected files, stage them, and run git revert continue. To cancel the operation, run git revert abort. So to undo a previous revert, revert the revert commit. Git creates a new commit, restores the original change in this example, and keeps the complete shared history intact.